And welcome to Focus on the Community. I'm Tony Elrich. For those of us who don't know about the Center for Siouxland, Kim DeWitt joins us today to talk more about the Center for Siouxland. And first off, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the program is and what the Center for Siouxland does.
Okay, well, thanks for having me today, Tony. And Center for Siouxland has actually been in the Sioux City area for about 32 years now. And we've kind of changed during the years. We have provided different programs. And currently, I'd like to talk about some of the programs that we're offering, including our Community Assistance Program. And out of that department, we offer a food pantry for those who are hungry in our community. And we also offer prescription assistance if a person needs a prescription filled on a one-time basis. And we offer utility assistance for those who maybe have a disconnect notice from the utilities. We also give out clothing vouchers. And with our food pantry, I just want to mention that it is stocked by a lot of churches and different schools in the area. And we actually have a committee called Hunger Heroes, and they are involved in trying to keep our food pantry stocked. So if anyone wants to address hunger in the Sioux City area, they could give us a call and we'll hook them up with that committee, and maybe they could do a canned food drive where they work or maybe through their church.
Okay, should someone be interested in getting involved, could someone in the community get involved with the food pantry?
Absolutely. We'd love to have people help with our organization. We have lots of different departments and we have different needs, and so we'd love to have people give us a call and volunteer. Our community assistance program also offers a family shelter for those who are homeless, and we have something called Bridges West Transitional Housing. And what that is for those that are in a shelter, usually you can only stay there for 30 days. And you can imagine that some of the circumstances involved in becoming homeless can't be resolved in 30 days. And so they can go into Bridges West, which is a transitional housing for the homeless, and they can stay there for up to 2 years. And we actually have a case manager that works with them and helps them become more self-sufficient and address some of those things that cause the homelessness to begin with.
Now, is this a new program or has it been around for a while?
That one's actually been around for a while. And we also offer something that many people aren't aware of called 211, and it's an information and referral helpline. So don't call us when you have an emergency like 911, but if you need to know where services are available in the community or where to volunteer, maybe you just want to have some volunteer opportunities, you can dial 211, and that phone is actually answered 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year. And when our local office closes, what happens is the phone rolls over into a Des Moines office, and it is manned by a person who has access to a database, and they can look up, for instance, if you maybe went to church with someone and they were having a rough time and maybe they needed food, you could refer them to 211, and we could look up and find the closest food pantry to where they live and send them there. Or maybe if you had a grandparent that was going to go into a nursing home and you just needed to know where the local nursing homes were, we could look that up and give you that information too.
Okay. Now, I think that's actually a newer kind of program that you guys implemented just a few years ago.
That's correct. It's only been around for 4 years in this area, but it is a nationwide program, and it's in about 40 states now. And part of the reason that they came up with this is Hillary Rodham Clinton actually really pushed for this to be nationwide after the September 11th disaster. And it was used in the South when Hurricane Katrina struck, because you can imagine people who have never needed help in their lives before, you know, when a major disaster happens like that, all of a sudden they're needing a lot of services. And it's so much easier to pick up that phone and just dial one number and find out all the services that you need instead of trying to call every organization and figure out who provides what.
Now, this seems like a big addition to the community that you guys have offered and currently are offering. Now, where do you guys come up with the funds for some of this some of these offers?
Well, these programs are funded in a variety of ways. We are a United Way agency, so they do provide some funding. We also write a lot of grants and get some federal and state funding. We'll talk a little bit here about our senior programs. One of them we get a $500,000 grant from. But along with that, of course, like when you get a $500,000 grant, there's like a $50,000 local match that's required. So we are responsible for raising local funds, and so we do fundraising throughout the year. Some of the fundraisers that we have in the fall, in November, we typically have our Meet the Author event, which funds our senior programs. And then in the spring, we have Rock the Mighty Mo, which is a dance and hors d'oeuvre event, and that helps fund our community assistance programs. And then we have a Food Fiesta event in the summer that helps fund all of our programs.
Now, what's the turnout been like for something like that?
Rock the Mighty Mo last year, we doubled our attendance, and we have it over at the Marina Inn. We've got a great band that comes out of Omaha called On the Fritz, and so it's a wonderful event, and we like to have it continue to grow, and it's just nice to have people out there supporting all the programs that we do and learning more about us.
Okay, and so what is the mission for the Center of Siouxland?
We really are trying to connect people with needs with the services that they need. So we're kind of like a bridge. And so that's our mission.
And I see that you guys actually have a bridge kind of as your logo on your brochures. Now, how many years have you been a part of the community?
We've been in Sioux City for 32 years. And I'd just like to talk a little bit maybe about some of the other programs that we offer. We actually operate consumer credit counseling in this area, and through the consumer credit counseling department we do housing counseling too. So for those that are considering purchasing a house, that's a wonderful educational opportunity. You hear a lot these days about the adjustable rate mortgages and some problems that people are having with their house payments because of those. So I'd really recommend that they come in and maybe go through a housing counseling class to really educate themselves before they make a home purchase. We also offer the representative payee program, and that program helps those who aren't able to handle their own finances, maybe because of a physical or a mental disability, and they don't have anyone that can help them. And so for over 750 people in the community, we help them with their budgeting. We make sure that they have money to pay their rent and their groceries and maintain a certain standard of living.
Okay. Now, what's the average day like at the office?
There is no average day. We're always seeing different people come in with different needs. It can range, maybe you've got a client that's coming in to pick up a check through the representative payee program. They may be going to get groceries or something and pick up a check for that. You may have the next call, maybe someone who needs help from the food pantry. And the next call might be someone who has an elderly person at home that they're concerned about that maybe needs some help through our senior programs.
Okay, and what are some of those again?
Our senior programs are, one of them is called the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, and that program is for those 55 and older. And maybe they just have some time, maybe they cut back on work or totally retired and they want to give back to the community. And so they can pick a different area that they might be interested in and work at different nonprofits in the Sioux City area, such as the Ronald McDonald House or Siouxland District Health Department. They can work in the schools and help kids who maybe need some help with reading. We've got seniors that come in and do taxes during tax season for those who can't afford to have their taxes done by a professional. So we have a whole variety of different areas that people can help others in, and they just provide a greatly needed service in our community. And then we also have the Senior Companion Program, and we actually have the largest program in the state of Iowa, and we help over 300 seniors who are becoming isolated and they're homebound. And it's a great program because it's seniors helping seniors. So you actually have seniors who are matched with those frail homebound seniors, and they go out and visit them. They maybe go get groceries. If they both like to play cards, they might play cards together, and they really become great friends. And For the senior who is providing the service, they can, if they meet income guidelines, can receive a stipend of $2.65 an hour, and so that kind of helps them supplement their Social Security. So it's about $53 a week if they're working 20 hours a week. And then for the senior receiving the services, it maybe will help delay entrance to a nursing home. So it's a great program for both those that are providing the service and those receiving it.
Okay. So what would happen if there wasn't a Center for Siouxland? What would the elderly do? How would they cooperate?
Well, it would be not good for the Siouxland area. Obviously, you would have some seniors that would continue to be isolated. Sometimes that can cause depression. They maybe would have to be go into a nursing home because of that. Also, you would have a lot of homeless people, because those that were helping out through the representative payee program would probably be financially exploited by others and not have money for rent, and therefore they would end up homeless. And of course, you'd have more hungry people in the area, and it wouldn't be good.
Okay. And now, do you offer programs for the homeless as well?
Yes, we have the family shelter, and then we have the Bridges West transitional housing for the homeless.
Okay. And should anyone have any information or would like more information about that, who can they contact?
Well, they can contact our organization, and we're located at 715 Douglas Street in Sioux City, and our number is 252-1861. And we also have a website, and it's www.centerforsiouxland.org.
All right. And now, Kim, do you want to tell me a little bit about the future plans that you have for the organization?
Well, obviously, there are more people that have a need for services than we have dollars to meet those needs. And so, you know, if we could get some more financial backing, we obviously would expand our services. And so that would be really fortunate for our agency.
Okay. All right. Well, Kim, thanks so much for being with us today. And once again, if you have any more information about the contact information, you can go ahead and call the Center for Siouxland offices at 712-252-1861 or visit their website at centerforsiouxland.org. That's our show today for Focus on the Community. I'm Tony Elrich.